Yo, what is poppin'? It is your girl, Morgan DuPont, back at it again with another video. So, today, I feel like we should have a discussion. We should have a real conversation. I think that a lot of y'all could relate. So, let's get right into it. Social media will, in fact, determine who are your haters, okay? Don't let anybody gaslight you into believing that, oh, it's just social media, it's not that serious, in an attempt to excuse their lack of engagement or their lack of support. I just want to say, especially for people who are wanting to get their business out there, or if you are a person who wants to be an entertainer like myself, a lot of us, we don't get on social media just to, show a highlight reel and, oh, this is me and I have a good life, look at me. It doesn't come from that place. A lot of times we just are trying to get it from the mud. We're trying to promote a product. We're trying to share our story to impact somebody in a positive way, or we want to entertain. We want to get our names out there. And social media can be such an efficient place to do that. Social media can just provide so much opportunity in ways in which couldn't be possible years ago. Especially if you're a person who doesn't have a lot of connections, or you don't come from money and you don't have management and you don't have this and you don't have that. Social media can help in so many ways. So I think it's frustrating and it's so corny when people try to make it seem as though, oh, it's not that serious, I still love you, I still fuck with you, when they can't even double tap like your post. I just want to let you know, you're not bugging for thinking that you got haters in your camp, people around you, people who have been or who are in close proximity to you that don't show you love. They're always watching your stories. They never like your fucking stories. And even if they like your stories, they will never leave a comment on your post. They'll never like your post, honey. They're hating. They are haters, honey. Let's just call a spade a spade. In this new world that we live in, it's 2025 and so on. Social media is important, okay? Let's not act like it's nothing. And there's so many times where people who they would literally just act like they're supportive in private. They will contact me and be like, oh, I love what you're doing, keep on doing your thing, or etc. I love what you do. And they never show it in their actions. They never support it. They never leave a comment. I'm telling you, their fingers are trembling at the thought of just double tap liking your post. And it comes from a place of scarcity. It comes from a place of hate, of haterade. Because why can't you show a girl some love? Why is it that it pains you so much to be supportive to somebody who you deem is a friend or is a person whom you want to see win? I just want y'all to know, you're not bugging out. Don't let people gaslight you into believing that, oh, I love you in real life. They say all these things I love you in real life. Oh, I'm just too busy. And then when you call them out and be like, oh, but I mean, you was watching my stories though. They will excuse themselves and be like, oh, that was just, I don't know how that happened. Literally, people would just make up anything just to excuse the fact that they don't wish to support you. Don't get me wrong, I know a lot of us don't just stay on social media scrolling and whatnot, and there has been a lot of posts that I miss and I don't perhaps show love to because I'm not on socials like that, scrolling all day. Or if I'm honest, if it's not interesting, I get it. If it's not interesting content, I'm not gonna feel obligated to have to engage. I understand that, but that's why I also if you, for example, you go on a lot of my social media platforms, I follow less people than people who follow me. And it's not because I think that I am just grandiose. It's just that I like to follow content that inspires me. I like to follow artistic content. I like to look at interesting things, interesting looking people. And if you're just a regular, degular person, with nothing going for yourself and you just posting like some random shit, like there's no point in me following you. And don't get me wrong, I follow some people that they aren't like pursuing anything on social media. They want to show their dog, they want to show their cat, they want to show their babies. Listen, I love people who love me. So I'll give you a like. I'll show you some love if I pass your post. You know what I'm saying? I might follow you because, you know, like, I fucks with you. It's just crazy though, and eye-opening. I noticed that it's like, even for those who just like, they will literally like run and engage with the post that is about drama. Like those kind of people that like, they instigate and they rather engage with the post that is more on a negative side, or something that is more like low vibrational, those kind of posts. But then when it comes to like a product or something that you're trying to sell or something that you're trying to promote, something that means a lot to you, like it's crickets. Sis, bro, that's a hater. That's a hater. That's a hater. Let's call a spade a spade. I have seen it so many times, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, at a point it was a bit hurtful to me, because I'm just like, wow, a lot of times it'll be the people that you have sat there and said a prayer for, people whom you wished well on, people whom you wanted to see excel and win, and it's like, they just don't want the same for you, boo. They just don't. For example, like you post something that is important to you, something you're working on. For example, me, you know, I'm about to put out a single, something that I'm passionate about, something that I love, something that I've always wanted to do. And just a side note, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud that I'm putting myself out there, especially with all the rejection that I have received in my life as it pertains to music. Like, I feel like I never let the no stop me from continuing on and trying to pursue my dreams and things that make me happy. Even with that being said, I noticed that there'll be times where I'll post something that's important to me, like my music, and then a person will literally come on my page and then they will like a post from like months ago. They'll engage with a post from like a year ago. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Like, so it's like you're avoiding trying to show love to my present endeavor, whatever I'm trying to promote, but you went on my page and scrolled all the way down and pressed a like on a post that like I don't give a shit about. Like, it's giving hater. I remember there was one time this guy who, he was like kind of sort of an influencer, and I met him in New York at a party one time. Like, I seen him like a few times in my neighborhood and whatnot, and he always like literally like would initiate contact, always trying to talk to me like, hey, how's it going, da 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 da. And I remember I had saw him, and we didn't have each other on socials for whatever reason, or on Instagram, and he was like, oh, like you have Instagram, like, you know, follow my Instagram, da 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 da, I'll follow you back. We exchanged our Instagrams, stuff like that, and I noticed that he had like a, you know, I don't know how many followers he had. He had much more than I did, but you know, that doesn't matter to me. Like, it really doesn't. It's about the content. It's about the quality of content. Even if you're not a content creator, if I fucks with you, and if you're somebody I love and, you know, I want to see on my timeline, if you're somebody I want to see my feed, I'm gonna give you a follow. So I did just that, and the next thing you know, the next day I noticed like this person like unfollowed me. Like, okay, like that's corny, and you know, some people would say like, oh, like it's not that deep, it's just social media, da, 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 da. You unfollowing me or not engaging with my content, to me it indicates that you don't care about my mission. You don't care about like what I'm trying to do. You don't care about like me trying to like change my life and make a better life for myself. I want to be an entertainer. I want to put smiles in people's faces. I want to be a personality. I want to, you know, showcase my talent. I'm not a bitch who just like wants to be behind the scenes and just like, no, I'm a front facing kind of bitch. Like, what was the point? Right? First of all, what was the point of you like exchanging Instagram so that what you could have an extra follower so that you can unfollow me? Like what's the point of that? So I remember like I saw him like what, like a month later after that. He's like literally yelling my name from across the street, Morgan, da, 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 like trying to get my attention. So I'm across the street, and I was like, oh, like, hey, what's up? And I told him, I was like, oh, like, you know, like, that's weird. Like, you just like, like, follow me to unfollow me. And then he was like, oh, stop it. Like, oh, it's not that serious. Like, you girls. And I'm like, if it's not that serious, then why was it so serious that you had to go on your app, log into your account if you already weren't logged in, go to my page and press the unfollow so you can feel like you got my follow? Hater. It's crazy how they'll gaslight you and make it seem like, oh, like, oh, social media is just social media, like, it's not that serious. Okay, if it wasn't that serious, then why was it that you asked me to follow you, vice versa, and then you unfollow me the next day? Make it make sense. So I just want to say, like, you know, I peep it. I peep, like, the funny shit. I peep when people just be like watching my shit, literally just lurking, honey. It be giving lurking, and it be coming from people that you would have thought like, oh, this person would want to see me win, but a lot of times they don't, honey. And the gag is that you see a lot of these people under celebrities posts, comment things, showing mad love, and that's a whole nother discussion. That's a whole nother video. The parasociality of it all, and how people go so hard for people that they don't know, and they put more money in the pockets of the rich, opposed to like put on their homie, or, you know, or somebody that they know, or wish well, or engage and support somebody's content who's starting from the ground up. When a person feels like you're at far proximity, or you're already at a success in which they feel like they are far from it ever attaining, then they show support to those individuals and go super hard for those people that don't even know who the fuck they are. They don't even know that you exist, but you are hard for the celebrity opposed to your friend who's trying to come up. Yeah, I just wanted to like talk about that, because I'm like, you know, I peep shit, I notice shit, and I'm just like some of y'all are just some cornballs. Like, some of y'all are really corny, you know. I even had like a ex-best friend who got like over 1 million followers, you know, hitting me up, apologizing with the kumbaya and all this stuff. Me being kind and trying to move forward from things, accept an apology, but, you know, of course, keep my distance, because I'm not dumb either. I don't like to repeat the same cycles, and I'm very intuitive. Shout out to the universe, or whatever allows me to have this wonderful intuition that I have, because my intuition never lies about a person. This person is apologetic and saying how they want to be in my life again, etc., 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 and then they're going online crying about trans rights and all this stuff, and following me, following my page, following my social media, and even since then, and us having a little bit of dialogue. You think she ever double tap liked any of my posts? You think that she ever like try to share a little something, knowing that she has the resources and maybe she can help a girl, like she can help a girl out a little bit? But you're screaming on the rooftops, and you in somebody's fucking hotel in Paris crying, oh, trans people, oh, the world's crumbling for trans people, and I've done this for this person and this for this community and this, bitch. But you don't give a fuck about people that you once were close with. You don't care about a trans bitch who once was starving, who had to lay on her back, honey, and take some dick in order to get a meal. It's haterade. It's people who want you stagnate, people who want you to remain at a place where they feel more comfortable you being. It's like that whole misery loves company thing. Like, literally, if people are miserable, or people don't got anything going for themselves, and they don't even want to try, and they see a person who was once at an eye level to them, trying to, you know, break barriers, trying to break the generational curses, trying to, you know, make a way for themselves, it's like people get intimidated. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, because it shouldn't be that way. There's plenty of space and opportunity to go around for everyone. I say this all to say that social media matters. Social media matters to a lot of us. And if you notice that your loved one, or if your friend or your homie or whomever, they don't support you, like, and they don't show you love on your posts, but they be lurking, but they be lurking. Or even when they hit you up in private. Like, I hate a private supporter. I hate a person who be hitting me up. Oh, I love you. Oh, congratulations. Oh, where's the energy publicly? Like, where is that? Like, I've had so many people with platforms, people who, you know, especially within the trans community, people who, you know, could post me on their story real quick. Like, it doesn't really take much, honey. And they'll hit me up and like, oh, you know, I'm gonna share your stuff. Oh, I love what you're doing. Oh, you're so talented. You're so this, you're so that. And when the time comes, when I need the promotion, when I need the support, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. I'll be like this. It gets very Black Mirror. You know, people compare their numbers and people want to be bigger. They want to feel bigger. And if they just are projecting and feel like you're bigger than them or trying to be bigger than them, then they act funny, they act weird, and they try not to engage with your posts. They try to not engage with your social media. They try not to support. I would never understand a motherfucker or a bitch who's following me on social media but never double tap likes my posts or never comments on my posts. And it is what it is. Like, it doesn't make me cry. It doesn't make me feel bad anymore. You know, at a point it was offensive. Because again, sometimes it comes from the people that you really think that we're gonna rock for you. People that we're gonna go hard for you. But no. People be really just hating. And sometimes it also comes from people that are even in your category of what you're trying to do. Like, for them to even feel threatened by what you were doing. If you're a freaking man, you're a dude, like, who doesn't even, like, you're not even in my field, or you're not trying to do something that I'm trying to do. Like, why is it that you're so shaken or bothered by what I'm trying to do for myself, what I'm trying to create for myself? Like, why is it like that? I really say this all to say that you're not bugging. They're hating. They're haters out there. And if a person doesn't show you love on social media, but they're always watching your shit, honey, or they're following you still, like, what's the point of you following individuals' social media and you're not, like, engaging? So as I have said in an older video before, like, go where the love resides. Go where you feel loved, where you feel seen, where you feel inspired, where you feel supported. And a lot of times it's going to come from strangers. I can't tell you how grateful I am for this little platform that I have here on YouTube, because no lie, a lot of you come from all over the world, and you are people whom I don't know personally, but y'all show me so much love, so much support. Y'all purchasing and pre-ordering my single. You know, you guys are commenting and engaging with my post. You guys are sending me money, and don't get me wrong, like, I don't need adoration. I don't need anybody's praise. You know, that's not what I asked for, and I certainly don't need or beg for your money. However, like, when a person is just that supportive out of the kindness of their heart, I appreciate it. I really do. And I notice that it comes from people whom I don't know, people who follow me on social media, and people who live at far distances from me. And that's why I come back here, and I want to be consistent, and I want to post content for you guys, because I appreciate you guys. I feel seen, and I feel wanted, and I want to be in places and spaces where I'm wanted. I want to entertain those who care and who want to see me. It's not pick me to feel some type of way that, you know, once upon a time, you know, your homie or your friend or your family member, you know, whom you were close to and wished well for, like, they pretend like they don't see you when they do. And then when you confront them about it, it's like, oh, it's just social media, oh please, all this, all that. If the roles were reversed, they will feel some type of way. Go where the love resides. Show love to those who show love to you. And understand that it is reasonable to believe that you have a hater or haters. because they don't support your social media, or they don't support your business, or they don't support your endeavors, you know, and you're sharing that on social media. We can't pretend like that's not the new wave of life. That's not how people try to push whatever it is that they want to do. Like, social media is such a powerful platform for a lot of people, especially for people who don't really have the resources. It's important and it matters. It matters. So don't let people gaslight you into believing that you're asking for too much. Okay? Because if they can't double tap like you, like really, they can't double tap like a post. That's a hater. That's a hater, boo. That's a hater. That being said, yes, social media will definitely show you who your haters are. Believe it when you see it. It's not on your head. You're not exaggerating. You're not overthinking the matter. It just is what it is. Okay? You got haters, honey. And guess what? You're going to continue to have them. And it's unfortunate. It's going to probably come from people and places in which you never thought it would come from. But that's just the way of life. That's just the way of life, honey. Anyway, y'all, I love you once again. I appreciate you. I thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And turn on your notification bell so that you always know when I upload. Follow me on social media, okay? Follow me on social media, on the TikTok, on the Instagram, on, you know, I mean, my Facebook is more like personal for me. It's like, but honey, I got a whole lot of haters there too. But anyway, follow me on my social media platforms. Everything's under Morgan DuPont. Show your girl some love, show your girl some engagement, okay? Until next time.